It's 50 years old, and it's still the most popular putter design. It's actually more widely used now than when it was first introduced.
I would describe it as being the great all-rounder.
To have a putter, any putter, be the dominant force on the tours for 50 years, it's unreal in any sport. My dad was the ultimate engineer. He was part of General Electric's team that built Bank of America's first computer.
He always had a better way to, build a mousetrap or solve the problem. So obviously it came out in putters.
My dad was looking for an answer for another putter out there and started designing in his mind what it would look like, how it aligns the parallel lines front and back, and then that little square hosel setting up perfectly behind the ball.
All those ideas were very novel and unique to him.
It's amazing that he was able to achieve the design he did and the precision he did with the tools of the day. It's a great combination of all the different things we want to get into a putter, the clean look, the inspiring confidence, a compact shape, high inertia, low center of mass. It's all there in the Anser putter.
We'd finished the mold and went into my mom, and I needed a name for this putter. Well, you've called it the Anser, name it Anser. Well, that's not a name for a putter. Her comment was, we'll take the W out, it'll make it smaller, it'll fit the thing, and it'll work. Well, he still wasn't happy, and they went to bed on it, and he had to go to the engraver in the morning. And in the morning, he didn't have a better name, so he went to the engraver and had Anser put on. And now it's history.
When it first came out, the hosel wasn't received well at all. They called it a plumber's nightmare because of the angle. He was the first one to come up with anything that looked like an Anser.
The whole putter was totally different than anything that had been out there except a few of our putters.
But over time, people started to realize, hey, this actually helps me align the club.
There was a tour player by the name of Rocky Thompson. He got it into the hands of some of the best players in the world. Gene Littler, Gary Player. George Archer is the one that really won big with it first. He won the Masters with it, and he was considered one of the best putters on tour. That kind of put us on the map, and it just started running from there. You couldn't believe how many putters we sold, both here in the U.S. and overseas. There were times in the early days we had over 50% of the players on tour using our putter.
We have somewhere around 50 major wins across the men's and women's majors with Anser-style putters. Over 50 years, you can rack up an awful lot of wins.
When you're a club designer and a club builder, winning events at this level is telling you that you've accomplished what you've tried to do. My dad decided he needed to thank players for using his putters. So he decided when somebody won an event, he'd make two putters, and one would go to the player as a thank you, and one would come down here. There's almost 3,000 putters here.
To have my name in the vault with the gold putters, with all the great champions, it's pretty special.
Well, I think the longevity that the Anser has is a great testament to just how amazing the Solheim family, Karsten and John, and everyone involved with the original putter, how amazing a job they did back in 1966 that in 2016, it's far and away our most popular model with tour players.
Karsten totally changed the industry, made people realize that the design and the weighting of the club is so important. But another key factor, he added an unreal amount of quality and set standards that the industry is trying to follow today.